How does the sound? Appreciate you. There we go. How's everybody doing today? How's the sound? Because it is breezy today. How are we doing? We're just going to clip all this stuff off. Get the hair going out. There we go. There we go. What's going on? Okay, do we got it? Flexing the hair, absolutely. David, how are you doing? Thank you so much. You see, I've had it under my cap for a ton of time. How's the sound, guys? How is the sound? How's everybody feeling today? Is the sound usual, or is it a little different today? Because I'm testing this microphone. I'm trying to see if this microphone works. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nisi. So I'm trying to test this out, but we got a breeze today. Beautiful, beautiful breeze. But I want to make sure that you guys can hear me okay as well. Other was better. Screen hears me really clearly. Okay. Well, hopefully it's the microphone. Hopefully you guys are hearing the microphone instead of what the phone is picking up. So either way, we're gonna have an enjoyable stretch, and hopefully my stand doesn't blow over because it is really coming in today. All right. All right, guys. You can hear me? Fantastic. I think what we'll do is get down to those 100 push-ups, and then we will get on with the rest of it. Fantastic. Fantastic. I think what I'm going to do is let me know. Let's do an audio check real quick, and I'm going to walk a little further back, and let me know if you can hear me as clearly or if I am fading. Let's track it out. How do I sound over here? Did before. Can you still hear me as clearly? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. I'm about 10 feet out. About 10 feet out. That'll be our test. Ooh, it's the same. Okay, 30 degrees. Michigan weather is crazy. Yeah, that's why we moved from it. Donald, what's going on? Hear me good? Okay, guys, that means this microphone is actually working because I'd had problems with other microphones. So I'm glad that we got that. Glad that we got that in. Thank you for helping me out. Donald, I love Michigan. Okay. Well, let's get down to it, folks. Let's get down to it. We will we can start in on the push-ups. I think we're good to go. So let's get ourselves going. Ooh, here we go. Beautiful weather. Here we go. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Excellent. Excellent way to start a Sunday morning. And we're just going to sit. This is, like I said in the title, easy like Sunday morning. So we're just going, no stress, no rest, No worries, no hurries. Just going to enjoy the day. How's everybody's day been so far? Because I know you guys are a few hours ahead, so when we bump it back, you guys are pretty well into your day. So I appreciate you guys being here. All right. All right. Been 3 months ago. It was awesome. Fantastic. Betty M. Stair climbing grandma ready for the health and fitness. All right. King Oldie is in the house. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's make sure we hit that like. We got 12 people and we got 3 likes, guys. That's called an improper fraction. Yeah, Scree, we got that one. We got that one. I believe it was yesterday. All right. My microphone is strange as long as it's working. Let's not worry about it too much as long as it's working. If I unplug it, I have a feeling that wind is going to take all my audio. Nate, what's going on? How are you doing, brother? Here, how are you doing? Nate Calisthenics Fitness is in the house, guys. Here we go. Lenny would be in the Bahamas. Hernandez. Lenny would be in the Bahamas. It's working, absolutely. Thank you so much, Nate. How are you doing? Guys, hit that subscribe. Indeed. King says he knows what I'm talking about. Yep, King was here yesterday. Let's go. Brandes, bro, you look just like him. That's one of the top 4 that I get all the time. So welcome in. Welcome in. Hit that subscribe. We'd love to have you. We're doing some push-ups right now. We're just doing 10 sets of 10. We finished our first, and we are going to get to some other stuff today. So today's 412 days in a row. We just passed 10,000 subscribers. So let's get another set, guys. Let's get it while we're here. Here we go. Is that what the father-in-law was? Scree? Because he referenced the movie, but I have no idea what that was. I have no idea what that meant. Here we go, guys. Let's get another set. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Let's keep it moving. Beautiful stuff today. Yes, Nate, smash the like button. We got 2. We got 2. This is just a nice, easy day, guys. We do so much as far as the walking in place, the jogging. We had some amazing stuff last night as well. So we're just going to enjoy a little bit of a slower pace. Sometimes not sometimes you need it. Sometimes you have to have it. We can't always be going at that high rate. We got to sometimes stay out of the red. So this is what we're doing today. Commodores, easy like Sunday morning. Here we go, Nisi. Nisi, how's your day been? How's the kids? Scree, how's everything in your house? I'm imagining Scree's already got a walk done, taking Sophie out. Oh. And if you guys want to switch up your push-ups, somebody is asking about how to like build up the triceps more. Bring your hands together. If you want a little bit more, taking out those bingo wings, by all means. Oh, it's raining. Okay. I feel like we're getting stormy weather here. Stormy weather. Nate, how are you doing? How's everybody in the house at Nate's Cali? Let's get another set, guys. This should be number 3. I'm going to go hands just a little closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Nisi made my body rest last night. Didn't wake up to almost 10. Good. Good. Nate, you got some rain as well? Nate, do you ever go outside and work out in the rain? I think that would be an epic live. What's my opinion about half reps? I think that they have a purpose. Absolutely. I don't think everything has to be like full range and lock your joints out and things like that. I think half reps are a good thing. So it's just time under tension. It's just keeping you pumped. So it's a little bit different. Absolutely. Today will be a good day. Absolutely, guys. Speaking of who took their RCG, P is saying the same thing with RCG. We're just saying it in different ways. I love that. Joker Callie is in the house. Joker, how are you doing? Guys, let me know how your families are doing. Now that you said that, I'm going to do an epic workout. Nate, you in the rain, my friend. You in the rain. I think it's unprecedented. I think it's unprecedented. Some burpees in the rain. Oh my goodness. Absolutely. Thought you was love your energy king. Thank you so much, Vontae. Guys, hit that subscribe. We'd love to have you. Love to have you. Today is 412 days in a row. And part of you subscribing, you'd be part of 10,000 strong and growing. Simba says, Wagwan, how are you doing, brother? How's the family? Been doing time in detention. Okay, well, Eddie, it's time to free yourself. Start with freeing your mind, brother. You got this. You got this. All sometimes we have to do is just get out from some of those trappings, some of our choices. But working out like this for 6 years, the results are unbelievable. Super slow, 8 reps on each machine. I'm in and out of the gym at 25 minutes. You go, Eddie. You're gonna like it here, then, because there's a lot of what we call morning quickies or afternoon delight. 20 to 30-minute workouts. Sometimes they go to 40, but it's calisthenics. It just keeps you going. So we appreciate you being here. Absolutely. While we're talking about that, let's get ourselves another set. Let's get another set. Because we're going so easy, I'm just going to play around with doing a little wider this time. Just a touch wider. I don't go super wide, but a little wider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And for me, you see, my elbows never started pointing outward. My elbows always stayed going backwards. I'm not trying to. I don't like the feeling of like when we do that with the push-ups. 79 years old, by the way. Fantastic, Eddie. You are not alone. We've got David, who is 70. We've got stair climbing grandma, who will be 90 this year. So this is for all stages and ages. You got this. I love that. Thank you for joining. And please hit that subscribe. Hit that subscribe. That's what we're talking about, guys. Worldwide community. People from all over the world. People from different stages, different ages. So stages and ages aren't the same. You could be older and be new to working out. You could be younger and it's been part of your whole life. So stages and ages are not always the same. But we welcome everybody. Guys, as long as we are respectful to ourselves, to be respectful to other people in the chat, we really have no issues. We leave the politics out. We leave the religion out, nationality, sexual orientation, choice of worship, all of that stuff. Let's just come in and be athletes and really get in touch with other people. How blessed are we to be using technology at arguably its highest point in human history to be able to connect with people around the world that we would have never met, not in 100 lifetimes. So I like to take full advantage of that. Here we go. Let's get ourselves another one. So we've done 2 regular. We did one that was a little closer. We went a little wide. What else can we play with? We could play with like an offset. We could have one hand up a little bit and the other back. Just a touch. Just a touch. Give it a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And of course, next set we'll offset the other hand. We'll just do it the other way. So next one, my right hand will be up. Live and let live. Facts. Absolutely. Absolutely, my friend. Progress Fitness is in the house, guys. Nigeria is in the building. We appreciate you being here. How are you, nephew? See you catching some rest days, eating good food. I like to see that. Love to see that. Here we go, guys. My goodness, what a beautiful day. and I have the honor to be able to spend it with you guys. Aaron, what's going on? Good morning, brother. How are you doing? How's the family? How's the family? So we've done 2 sets of regular push-ups. We did one that was a little closer. We did one that was a little wider. We did one that was offset. So now we're going to go to another that's offset. We'll just go the other direction. And I don't know if you guys felt it, but I certainly felt the hand that was behind the hand that was closer to my body was doing a little bit more of the work. Felt like I was feeling a little bit more through the tricep, but it's good functional stuff. So let's try another set. This time we're going to switch hands. My right hand is going to be up and my left is going to be back a little bit. My spacing is very similar. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good stuff. Good stuff. Those work well. Absolutely. 6 from Scree. Yeah, we go. Progress, how are you doing? What's on the game plan for today? And Nate, what do you have on the game plan for today as well? Do you guys have anything going live? Nisi, when are we going to see you live again soon? We need to see these workouts. Or just Nisi sharing. Nisi does amazing card readings. All right, Aaron says, doing great, brother. Thanks for asking. They doing good too. You'd be proud. Bro, I hiked with my buddy from Morals probably 2 miles. Nice. Little sore, but no pain, no gain. That's how it starts, though. That is how it starts. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. Guys, we're all proud. The community is proud, guys. Anytime we get to hear these amazing stories of people starting out, doing what they need to do, absolutely. Absolutely. Loving it. I'm not a huge fan of all the way like diamond push-ups, so I think I'm going to skip that. But trying to think, is there another way? Maybe we can try inverting our hands on a push-up. See how that works. And we're just playing with it, guys. There's nothing hardcore about it. So if you have to just go to regular push-ups, do the regular push-ups. We got to try something different off of our knees. Try them off of your knees. So let's see what we can make of that. Let's see if this one works. If I turn, I'm going to do it on my fist, but I'm going to have my hands turned in. So if I were doing it, it would be like this, but I'm going to try it off my fist and see how that works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That feels good. That's not bad. Not bad at all. What I felt was a lot of squeeze right here, so I'm working on that underwire. Get that lift. That's where I felt it the most, but good stuff. We got 7. We got 7 down. Just like that. Yes, it just goes by quick, nice and easy. Nisi giving us 7, absolutely. And sometimes the wrists are going to be a little weird. That's why I didn't put my hands flat with that. But being on my fists worked just fine. Worked just fine. Now the diamonds would be interesting if I did it on my fist. If I was on my fist rather than here, but it's still close. So I might be able to do diamonds this way, like have my knuckles really close, but just my hands straight rather than here. So might be worth a shot. Might be worth a shot to give and see what we got. There we go. And we don't have to take too long in between. Again, we're just knocking down the 10s, and most of you are absolute pros at knocking down these 10s. Plus, we're not doing the extra stuff either right now. So you guys are used to doing the 10s with like the jog or run in between or something else. How cool is this? Just hanging out. I wish you all had this breeze, but we're here. So I am going to try this closer together. I'm going to try these fists together, see how that works. And I think I'll get to the point where I have my thumbs touching and see how that goes. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not bad. Not bad. Felt a good amount of tricep there. Felt good tricep. Kangaroo, what's going on? King Fire's in the house. What's going on? We got 8. King Fire, we're just casually getting some push-ups in. It is Commodore Day. It is easy like Sunday morning. Easy like Sunday morning today. So we're just enjoying the time out here, getting it in. Kangaroo, how are you doing? How is Kangaroo? King Fire, how are you? How are things out on Belize? How's the weather? So we'll play a little bit more with these push-ups. Grand Risings, appreciate you, Rex. Rex, how are you doing? Let me get a little closer. Aaron, ever since the injury, push-ups is off limits, kind of what work would replace these, brother? Thanks in advance. Are you able to do anything like even just a push-up off of a wall, kind of build up the tolerance, or are you just not able to do them at all? It's going to be even just pushing air. Just if you just did this, just start building that strength by just contracting the muscles. I think that would be a good place to start if you're talking about injury recovery, making sure that you're staying on the stretches, the massages, heat and ice if you need it, for sure. Kangaroo, for sure. Little cold on the East Coast. Okay. What's the weather like? Aaron, I hope that helps. Rex, indeed. Grand Rising. Guys, let's try. We've seen this one. We've seen this one before. Let's try that touching the shoulder. So we'll push up, touch the shoulder. Push up, touch the shoulder. Push up, touch the shoulder. Here we go. 52 and wet. Woo! Here we go. Let's try that one while we're here and just on this easy Sunday morning. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh yeah, 100 on my wall first was doing them on the table. Yep. At physical therapy last year. Oh man, absolutely. Absolutely. You got this. You got this. It's just going in small pieces to build yourself back up. Absolutely. King Fire, thank you so much. Beautiful day. Balanced is important. DC, how are you guys doing with these? All me. Morning left 30 minutes ago. Jim did 45 minutes in there. Now starting to make a great big salad for lunch, nice, and dinner. But do add something. But do adding something else with this 2 meals. Yeah, throw in a snack. Throw in an apple in between or something. Lots of water. Scream, make that look easy. Uh, I'm. I don't know if it's cheating or not, but what I did is, and I didn't do it on purpose. It was just the mechanics. I pushed up, and then I think I was twisting a little to get that balance to be able to tap and then come back down. So we can try that one again for number 10 if you like. Nisi, not as graceful. That is okay. That is okay. Those work out okay, Nisi? Good stuff. Good stuff. And I think what we can do, we'll play with one more, so that way we've gotten nine sets of something different. I think the first two were just regular, but we'll try something different this time. We did some different the other night when we were doing the two pump. That was the knee, driving the knee forward, the knee outside. So yeah, for sure, so many options with the push-ups. So many options for balance and core strength and just strength overall, and just having fun on top of it. Just saying, you know what, this is cool to be able to do something different. So let's try. And we've done this one before as well, where you just lift the leg. So we can hold the leg for sure, or we can alternate the leg. We can alternate it. So I'm gonna kind of slide out here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So if we go down and then we can come up with the leg individually, so we can swap legs for sure. So let's give that a shot, almost just like we're walking. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Here we go. Quentin. Let's say Quentin. Quentin, how are you doing? Jenny, how are you doing? King Fire, I'm doing lemon water for 9 days. For 9 days to 2 weeks. Woo! Nice. Fantastic. Well, we got our 100. We got our 100 in a variety of fashions. So it gives us ideas of what's possible, what we can do. What I'd like to do is just take the time, get a little stretching in, and just be meditative about the day. So let's take the time. Let's just start with that head turn. Nice, easy. I'm breathing in and breathing out. Inhale to the middle, exhale to the out. Doing the triceps, nice. Hear those peacocks? What name is that? Fletcher, how are you doing? Welcome to Impact. Welcome to Impact. Guys, nice, easy turn, but I'm just holding it a little bit longer to give it just enough time to kind of just loosen up. So I feel a little loose, but what I'm going to do now is roll, and it's the same breathing. It's inhale to the middle and exhale to the sides.
Good stuff. Let's try some shoulder rolls. Nice and easy. Rolling them deep and then pushing forward. Timu jokes are so Timu these days. You got to do better. It's 2026. Natalie, how are you doing? Let's rest indeed. It is a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Here we go. Oh, better than Lenny. I appreciate you. Natalie, how are you doing? Oh. 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 Thank you, Natalie. Good to hear you are doing good. Here we go, guys. If you haven't visited Natalie's channel, amazing reading. Amazing reading going on. Let's go backwards with the shoulder rolls. Oh. Natalie, what is in your game plan today? Beautiful stuff, guys. Let's stretch those hands out. Nice fist and stretch them out like you are elongating those fingers. Chilling with the cats, nice. Then an evening walk, fantastic. Nisi, yes, the shoulder roll, guys. Enjoy those. Enjoy every movement you are capable of doing. I'm a cat person myself, if you don't know, cat daddy. I don't have any cats right now, though. Aaron, thank you so much. Have an amazing day yourself. We appreciate that. Yes, help your family and friends, guys. That's how we make the world a better place. The energy doesn't stop here or wherever you find positive and productive energy. It helps when you keep it going. Here we go. Oh, goodness. Let's press those palms together. We're going to press them together. Peace and love, Devin. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Guys, if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe. We're here every day, and we'd love to have you. Plus, there's plenty of content, lives to replay, all sorts of good stuff. We're just pressing the palms, pressing those palms together. Aaron dropping the water, the turtle in the water. I've not seen that one before. That is amazing. And I lift my elbows a little bit so I can get a little bit more in that palm press.
So now I'm going to go pinkies together. Pinkies together. Here we go. Natalie says, if you lift up the arms, it opens up the lungs and heart chakra. Was it just like I was doing, or are you talking about all the way up here? Which one are you talking about? Before I go, there's a turtle. There we go, guys. Let's go pinkies together, and we're going to back of the hands together. Back of those hands, and I'm lifting up the elbows just a little bit. All the way up. Nothing can stop us. We're all the way up. Sherrod, how are you doing? There we go. I'm lifting my elbows up just a touch here. Just a touch. Eldest, thank you so much. We finished the push-ups. I'm sitting here waiting on the next set. Here we go. I'm getting a lot of that stretch in my wrist right now. I'm going to bring it forward, and I'm going inward, and I'm going index fingers together, and I'm going to bring my elbows together now. These are my two swans. This looks like two swans. Well, both actions, actually, yes. You know, all the music all the way up, indeed. Here we go. So we're just holding these two swans. Here we go. Let's go. We're going to go bring them down, back of the hands. We're going to bring it back up, pinkies together. We're starting back where we started. We're finishing where we started, right with those palms. So we got a little bit of that palm stretch in. Good stuff. I'm going to tilt this down just a touch so I can see a little more. There we go. I'm going to take one hand and I'm going to go behind myself. If I can line it up with my tailbone, that's great. If I can take this hand and put it on this hip, on the side, that's great too. Then I can just hold a nice supine twist. Some nice deep breaths. And again, there's no specific time. There's no specific amount of breaths you have to take. Just enjoy it. So I'm going to take this hand now, and I'm going to go behind myself and meet it with the other one. My hands might move just a touch, but we got this. There we go. I can feel that in my shoulders, in my chest. Cool down stretches are everything. Absolutely. Absolutely. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and bring this other hand over. So now we're repeating the same action to the other side. Oh. Trying to keep my posture up, nice and tall, but I can feel a lot of that twist. A lot of that twist right in the center of my back. Feels amazing. Okay, I'm going to bring it back. Jeff, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Leon, we appreciate you guys being here. If you're new, hit the subscribe. We'd love to have you. So because I'm going to bring this forward, thank you so much, Natalie. I'm going to just sit forward. Got my legs crossed, but I'm just going to bring myself forward. And you can put your hands behind your head. And what I'm doing right now is because I twisted to each side. My sister used to teach me how to always reset back to the center. So if you go right, left, right, then you just want to make sure that you go back to the center. And this feels amazing. If you can keep your chin to your chest, you get some good stretch in the neck, the upper traps as well. Here we go. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Indeed. Oh, love the tattoos. Thank you so much. Uh, the little tummy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Let's sit ourselves out. We're going to sit ourselves out for just a moment. We're just going to get a quick one right here. And again, here's that good stretch, guys. Again, if I can put my head down, and the goal would be to imagine that I'm putting my forehead on my knees. I'm not close, but that's the goal. Excellent. Let's release it. Come on up. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Let's go to Shauna. Battle is in the house. Here we go, guys. I'm going to cross one leg over, and we're going to take the bend of this elbow and put it right across that shin, and we're just going to hug it. Hug yourself. And if you need this grip right over here, that's cool. If you don't, you can always hold on to your shorts. Either way, and I'm just turning, getting more of that good supine, that hip, hamstring, posterior chain, gluteus, and a lot more spinal flex. So beautiful stuff to be able to enjoy and do. I'm going to come forward, back to the middle, and I am going to sit in this figure four, guys. Figure four. Woo! And I'm just going to reach on forward again. And again, I'm thinking of putting my forehead or my nose to this leg or my knee. And I'm feeling it middle back, upper back, hamstring, calf, lower back. I have really good stretch hip on my leg that's bent. So we have a lot of stretching going on here. Definitely loving what I'm feeling in my shoulder blades as well. This is good stuff because we just had that back workout the other day. Or was that yesterday? Here we go. Let's bring it out slowly but surely. And if you guys don't know, we're going to get a little of that reflexology in. So if you can't get somebody to rub your foot, you can rub your own foot. So got my foot here and I'm just doing a little ridge right here, just bending my thumb, and I'm just getting that part right here, right up here. If you need oil or a lotion, by all means grab some. By all means, but I'm just going right up the center of the foot. Nisi, I do hope you feel better. It's the RCG. Here we go. Let's keep it going. And just right up the center. If you guys don't study much on reflexology, please do, so you understand like certain pressing on certain parts of your foot will affect other parts of the body, a lot of the organs, things like that. So want to make sure that we got this. Yep, period. Massage your own feet if you can. Nobody else is going to take them. Good stretches. Let's get it. Absolutely, Tashana. Here we go. And if you guys didn't see the review, I have a pair of flip-flops or sandals, whatever you want to call them, and they're built for reflexology. They've got little knobs in them, so when you step and you walk, it's hitting all of those points in your, that help the body. Need to get up and do too much sleep. Gotcha. All right, guys, so here's where I take that toe. That's where I'm going to take my toe. I'm just going to pull it out and just give it a little roundabout. I'm going to pull it up, give it a little roundabout. Up, little roundabout. It's just like it's got a little hula hoop on it. I'm just making it do a little hula hoop. Here we go. Here we go. And then I'm just going to push up. Push here. Yes, Natalie's right. You can use a ball too. Here we go. I'm just pushing down. If I get a pop, I get a pop. If I don't, I don't. We're not forcing anything. Here we go. No pop there. Cool. Now I'm just holding my foot. Holding my foot. I'm not forcing the stretch. I'm just supporting it while it's in this position, and I'm getting that good stretch here as well, just along the front. Natalie, that is absolutely right. Get a ball. Take care of your feet, guys. Take care of those feet. And if I wanted to, I could really pull this a lot more and maybe get a little across the quadricep, but we're not worried about that. We'll get to it. Now I'm just going to reverse. I'm going to take this hand, put it on the heel. This other one, I'm just going to again support that stretch in the foot, and I'm not forcing anything, just supporting it while it's in that position. You give your daughters massages. I sometimes massages mine to sleep. That when they were younger, yeah. And we have like a massage chair. We have the inversion table at home. Um, but I think they get to an age where they're like, all right, you're weird, and I'm a teenager. Salute doing arms, just stopping in to show a little love. Thank you so much. Nate's live is in the house. Nate, we're just Commodores today. Easy like Sunday morning. Here we go. All right. We got what we needed there. So now we're going to switch over. We're going to hug that. And again, guys, bring this one over. Put it right in the fold of that arm. Put that shin bone. It locks in place just like that. We're like a human Lego set. Tashana, welcome in, beautiful people. Indeed. Like and subscribe if you have not. We appreciate that. Guys, you guys are what built this community. 10,000 strong. That comes from your amazing energy and welcoming spirit to a lot of people. I'm going to hold this and turn a little bit more. I'm being a little greedy with my stretches today. Get all the stretches. And a lot of times one side might feel a little bit tighter, and that's okay. It's natural. We either sleep on one side more or we just use a dominant side or one side is compensating. That's what stretching is good for. It helps us identify that and try to balance ourselves out. Let's bring it back to the middle. Here we go. Natalie, tomorrow light jog and walk, then light jog. I like it. My thighs are just recovering. Those deep squats felt amazing, sir. Loving it. Loving it. Here we go. Just a little forward. I'm going to do my head down in just a sec. It is weird. She's older. The comment was weird, but people think differently. I didn't see who was weird. I'm not sure. Oh my goodness. Now, just like I was saying, balance on the stretching. This leg is so much tighter than my other one was. So here we go. Something to identify. But I'm going to keep my head down. I'm not in pain or anything. It's just one of those things to note that this leg is much tighter. But that has been a common theme for me. So I am very aware of that. Nice deep breaths. And again, chin to chest and forehead towards knee if you can. All right, nice and easy. Come on up. We're going to get that other foot. Giving the other foot. Here we go. Danny boy, what's going on? Is that Danny boy from I Ain't Mad at You? No. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Here we go. Here we go. When we all meet, maybe your daughter can make our recovery food. Nisi, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep, say hi, Danny. You could even sing hi, Danny, if you want. You could even sing it. Danny boy, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. Guys, me Irish. I've not been working on it lately. My Irish is lacking a little bit. Danny boy, he says black once again. Danny boy, look at the state of you, man. Aye, you're a bit of a waste man. Come on in, say hello and whatnot. Here we go. Let's go. Get that massage on the foot, guys. Get that massage on the foot. Eldest and Screech's tag team and Danny. He's getting slapped proper. A good bash on the chops. Impact. Do you ever had evaporated milk as a treat with peaches? Ooh, I like that. All right. Let's go. Danny boy. Danny boy. Danny. 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 Here we go. Yes, rubbing my feet. It does sound about right. It does indeed, guys. It sounds perfect. Danny doesn't know that though. I'm gonna be at the airport with the banana bread running from y'all, and he sees running with the banana bread like a loaf of football, like a football. I am going to try that, Natalie. How do I prepare that? How do I do evaporated milk with peaches? Is it just like you pour it over it? Oh, Natalie, you got to see what my daughter did. Peanut butter in the banana bread, game changer. Game changer. Guys, I did the little hula hoops with my toes. Now I'm just pushing down. Just pushing down. Here we go. That's great. Woo. Oh, I got a big pop on that one. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Here we go. Have you ever worked at the airport? I have not. That's got to be a different level. Cut peaches and pour over. A mango, right? Mango is so yummy. Ooh, or a mango. I've got some mango at the house too. Guys, we're on that stretch. We're just getting that stretch right here. I don't know if you can see it because of the chat, but I'm just holding those toes down, pointed toes, almost like how a ballet dancer would be on the toes. There we go. Big Papa, go DJ, indeed. That's all we got here, Natalie. We got a little bit of music reference, and then we got some movie reference, and a whole lot of fitness. Here we go. I'm switching up, guys. We're bringing the foot the other way, just supporting that stretch through the from the ball of the foot all the way to the heel. That arch. If you got arches, some people got flat feet. So stop, love it. That's all we got. We got music references, which tells you like I when I was on your channel, Call Your Live, you had a few music references too. Isn't that great how music brings everybody together? Indeed, so relaxed. Whew. Loving this. Loving this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is it wrong to love it this much? Is it wrong? Because if it's wrong, I don't want to be right. Here we go, guys. Ah. Fly, what's going on? I slept amazing last night. Blessings, everyone. Guys, that's what we're talking about. Hydration, nutrition, exercise, and rest. That proper rest. And rest is always not just about the sleep. How are we recovering from something? Guys, I got to just sit in this. I will turn this way. I'm going to turn so you get a little profile so you can see the stretch. Oh, wait. So once again, this side is way tighter. Right in here. Right in this area. And the reason I got to stretch it is because nobody's stretching it for me, just like my feet. Nobody's rubbing my feet. We do it ourselves. We do it ourselves. Tashana, for sure. Get those four in. I did too, Kai. We had some good work yesterday. We did. Ooh, that wind is coming. You know it's good wind when you can see my chops, when you can see the sideburns. The wind is strong. Okay. So what I'm on is I'm just going to bring this forward just a touch. You can put your hands out. You can go to your elbows. That's cool too, but I am tight. So I'm just going to my hands first. And eventually we can walk the hands out a little bit. And once we get to that point, then we can go to the elbows. But we're not forcing the stretch. Don't sweat the technique. Beautiful work, beautiful work. And I have my feet flexed up. Sometimes people have their toes pointed, but I'm flexing mine upward. Here we go. Flexible. We are trying for sure. So now I'm going to take one hand. I'm going to put it right in front of me. If I can get down to this elbow, that's great. If not, no worries. But I'm going to come over the top, somewhere over that rainbow. I'm going to come over. Now, if you have to stretch this way to start, okay, that's cool. But our goal is to get ourselves over the top. Over the top. And if you can see, this is kind of keeping me pushed forward. So my chest is wide open. I'm not sinking down here. I'm right here and trying just to reach it over. Nice deep breaths. Oh, this feels amazing. Feels amazing. Danny Boy's missing out. Danny Boy missed out. Here we go. And again, we don't have a time frame. Here we go, but we're going to bring this hand up and kind of just like a windmill. Now we're bringing this one down. We're just replacing the positions. Here we go. We're coming on over. And again, this leg is much tighter than my other one, but that's also to be expected. This is the leg I've been kind of rehabbing the last couple years. Good stuff, folks. Good stuff. Nice and relaxed. All right, I'm going to come back up. I'm going to come back up. It's sunny here. Fantastic. I love when you guys get to be out in the sun. I don't even be seeing the trolls. I thought you all was talking to yourself, Natalie, but not too warm. Uh, yeah, this is a good balance here as well. So, guys, if you want to see everything, what you got to do is select the live and then the chat, and then you hit live or all comments. That way you'll see everything. Now we're going to go for that forward. We're going to reach a little forward. And you can reach out to your feet if you like. And we can build this one up. So if you need to just go here again, that's cool. If you can get down, I'll scoot back a little. If you can get down to your elbows, that's a great stretch too. Now, if you want to keep going, I would start with taking two fists and just put your forehead on it. So that lowers you a little bit. When you are feeling that that's a good stretch or adequate, flatten one of your hands. So now you're coming down a little bit more, about 5-6 inches. And if you're feeling even better, flatten both hands. And if you get to that point, certainly you can just start reaching out. Or reach out in front of you. Beautiful. Bring it on up slowly. Bring it on up slowly, folks. Oh, the stretch. The stretch is important. All right. He got some just not what he wanted. Yeah, see, Danny got his attention. Oh, guys, that fatherless behavior. It is an epidemic, guys. And I say this respectfully. Keep your daughters off the poles. Keep your sons from being trolls. Here we go. We're going to do a little bit of rolling around and whatnot. So I'm going to tuck me hair. I'm going to tuck it. Here we go. Ah, I got the big bun. There we go. And Allie says muscles. Yes, I do pull, but in my home. fair play, Jess. Welcome to Impact. Appreciate you being here. All right. What do we want? I got this ant on me. I got to get him out of here. Here we go. Let's take the time to go into the happy baby, shall we? The happy baby. We're going to get ourselves out here. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to get those feet here locked under. And while I'm in this, I'm going to rotate my wrists and ankles 10 times each direction. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 2 women looking at me from way across the park. They're looking right into my telescope, guys. They're looking right into my kaleidoscope. They're looking right into my soul, guys. That is okay. That is okay. Hopefully they come over and ask, like, sir, what are you doing? Definitely not awkward. Yeah. Look me in the eye, Jess. Don't make it awkward, though. Telling you, dude, save some for the rest of us. E, what's going on? All right, guys. We're going to take it all the way over. Let's get that plow, shall we? We went from a happy baby. We're going into the plow. Nice work. Nice work. Beautiful stuff, guys. Beautiful. Whew. I had to wave. She was looking again. They're over there at a children's party. I had to wave. All right. And they got a yoga circle. They're doing yoga over there too. They're getting some stretches too. Fantastic. So normally we would pop on up and then I'm gonna find myself in this position. I'm gonna find myself here. Let's keep it going. Good stuff. Yeah, that is cool. That is cool. Here we go. Let's get ourselves now. I think Natalie gave us the I may do friends. I think Natalie gave us the lean back the other day. So guys, if you can do that terra squat and lean back, do the rock aware. Lean back, and just use your hands to hold yourself. Head up, chin up. Nice. Let's come on forward. Let's come on forward. And lean back, everyone. Now we're going to lean it forward. Oh, it's good stuff, guys. What a blessing. Thank you for being here. Beautiful. Let's come on up. I'm going to give you a bit of this side view because we're going to get that cat and the cow. You got a song for every workout. Nisi, yes, indeed. Yep. Get that dirt off your shoulder. Absolutely. Dun, 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 dun. All right, guys, cat and cow. So with the cat, we'll start with the cow. We're going to inhale and arch that back, head up. And then on the cat, exhale, really arch that back all the way up. Push that belly button towards the spine. And we're going to repeat that. Down, inhale. Exhale. And up. Nice work. Excellent. Get that cow. And then can we moo, meow? That's how you know you're changing, when you go from a moo to meow. There we go. Moo, meow. There we go. Oh, moo, meow. Nice, good push, guys. We're going to change it up on this one. We're going to shape shift. We're going to go. Here we go. We're going from cow. We're going to exhale, get to that cat, and now let's push ourselves up in a downward facing dog. And let's hold that. Hopefully you can see me okay. I will try to turn this way. Can you see me? Can you see me? There we go. Really push those heels down to the ground. Get that good stretch through the gastrocnemius and the soleus muscles, because those have been pumping all that blood while we do the walk, jog, and jump, all that good stuff. Here we go, guys. We're going to dip down, head. We're going to bring it up into the cobra. Into that cobra. Here we go. What's going on, guy? Chill, guy. Fitness in the house. There we go. Nice big hold, guys. Really press up. Chin up. Chest up. Oh, say it with your chest. There we go. We're going to come up easily I approach. Here we go. Here we go. I think I can toss this and get back. Here we go. We're going to bring this under. Let's get that pigeon. Let's get that pigeon stretch. Oh. And I'm getting a little turn. So almost my sternum is lined up with my knee. If I stay here, that's cool here. But I can get a little bit more out of that lumbar stretch. Get a little bit more. And really feel that in the hip. And I can lean forward if I like, or I can stay upright, or do both. I can reach out forward. There we go. I'm going to bring it back up a little bit. Get a little of that twist. I'm enjoying this. There we go. Let's swap it out nice and easy. Nice and easy, nice and slow. We got nowhere to rush to today, folks. We're going to take it nice and slow. I'm not an R&B guy, but I just want to take it nice and slow. There we go. So I'm lined up here, but I can add a little twist. A little chubby checker, do the twist. Here we go. And I'm feeling this good in that hip, deep in that hip. So I can lean forward with it. Reach out. And with that, hopefully when you reach out, you're feeling some in your latissimus dorsi, that back muscle, that big old back muscle. Here we go. All right, guys, we're going to bring it nice and slow, and we're going to sit in this position. We're going to rock in this position. All right, all right. I'm going to kind of turn it an angle so you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. There we go. Malcolm is in the house. Here's my confession. Here we go. What the Fitness BBL is here. Let's go, guys. I'm just going to lean forward with it. It's almost like a half push-up. Then I'm going to push my hips back. I'm going to lean forward with it. And then push myself up and push my hips back. Lean forward. And push back. Here we go. Good stuff, folks. Good stuff. I like the seated position here that we're just sitting in here. We're going to walk our hands back. We can get those feet under us. So we're sitting kind of in a frog, sitting in our deep squat. No. Here we go. Let me move over here. There we go. I'm great, working hard. Fantastic. Oh. All right. Big shoulders. Thank you so much. Beautiful stuff, folks. Beautiful stuff. What a blessing. What a blessing. BBL, how are you doing? And shout out to your brother. Thank him for dropping the message, letting us know what was going on. That you had stepped away for a moment. Hopefully everything is okay. And we get to just enjoy sitting in this. I'm going to actually widen it out a little bit and just sit in this contemplating pose. If I had a chin beard, I would be doing this right now. But I don't, so it is fingertips. It is the deep in thought, guys. Meditation. Donovan is back. BBL. All right, I will, Spider. Everything is strange. But like in football, man, you have to be uncomfortable to get comfortable. There you go. Donovan, I appreciate that. That is very kind of you to say. I tried it last night. I'm going to try it again, guys. I'm going to try a little bit of this pigeon pose, see what we can get. There we go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy, my friends. Just like that, guys. Just like that. What an amazing way to spend a little time together. And for any of these stretches, if you have to, you can certainly use like a strap. Do something, put it around your foot to help you hold your stretch. For sure, you can put that up, help you hold your stretch. No worries with that at all. It's not, no such thing as a cheat, even behind. So if I'm trying to work on flexibility behind my back, I'm just holding on to it. I will show you. I will show you. So I'm just taking it here, holding on to it. It just allows me to get that get that level of comfort. So at some point, hopefully, I could work my way up to the bottom. So that's what we're working on. Are calisthenics good for you? They are great for you. That's what we do. Thank you, Natalie. That's what we do here. That's what jumping jacks, push-ups, hop squats, burpees, mountain climbers. What else do we have? Mike Tyson's. All of those things are absolutely. We did that in PT for rotator cuff. Yes. All right. Natalie, show me what you're working with. Watch yourself. Here we go. All right. Yeah, guys, these are tools of the trade to help you gain flexibility, recover from injury, or prevent injury. More importantly, I'm really enjoying this process of watching my body transform. I love that. I love it. I love it, Nisi. Mind, body, and soul, guys. So Nisi's experiencing quite the transformation, and it is well earned. Been working very hard. Exactly. Watch yourself. Tools in this world, which is a gym. Absolutely. Guys, and you are the equipment every time out. You are the equipment. It's what they put in a gym, unless you are like a BBL, where you're playing football at a high level and it is part of your job. Um, I'm all for people pursuing their passions, but I would just say don't be fooled into thinking you have to go to a gym. That's all I would say. You don't have to go to a library to read. You don't have to go to the bank to count your money. You don't have to go to any sort of temple or building to worship. So we don't have to go to a gym. You see, people will pray out here. People will read out here. I'm sure people do their finances out here. So the world is whatever you want it to be, and there's a lot of different things. It's not just a gym, but for impact, we say it's a gym, but I would be remiss if I didn't point out all of the other beautiful things that it can be, for sure. And I'm glad that this microphone got to work. Did it hold up pretty well throughout the broadcast? Oh, they're just doing their yoga over there, loving it. It looks like a yoga and like a birthday party. It's like a combination. Natalie, amen. Indeed, we don't have to be anywhere um, that is just like a man-made structure. Now, I might say I might not say the world is a hospital, but you can certainly heal yourself in a lot of places outside of a hospital. Like if you need real emergency attention, please go seek it. But if we're just talking about better health and fitness, by all means, enjoy the world. I could never do yoga after eating some cake now. Oh, sure you could. It just might not turn out the way you want. It might turn out a little different than you think, BBL. Oh my goodness. What's everybody got planned for today? What do we have planned for today? I am I'm of the mind that it is a beautiful day to have the windows open all day with this weather and this breeze, and just enjoy being productive. Boogie, no worries. Work, that's about it. Well, make it everything. Um, give it your full attention, just like everything else. Zach says brunch, nice. What is for brunch? Are you going someplace? Are you cooking it? Natalie, play in my courtyard with my herbs and flowers, repotting. Do you do any videos on that as well? Is there anything that we can see when we were talking about herbs and flowers and potting? Guys, be sure to check out Natalie's channel. The narration, it is exactly what you would want from an audiobook. Yo, my man, keep up the good work. Thank you, Zig, and to the Zag. Thank you, Zig, and to the Zag. Brunch does sound awesome. Absolutely. I don't know what time it is here, but what I do know is I had some food last night. So what I'm trying to do is like hold myself to a 12 hour between. So I think if I eat, it's going to be like at noon. Eventually, okay, playing with my canine best friend there. I would expect nothing less. Zig, how are you doing? Hey guys, let's not forget we still have little things like this. Remember the catch, just remember the catch, the hand-eye coordination is important. I forgot I had this ball under here. Hand-eye coordination is important. Okay, so okay, are we just doing 10 back and forth? If you don't have that, you can use a shoe. If you don't have that, you can use your water bottle. You can use a lot of different things, balled up pair of socks. And remember, the weight is going to treat it differently. So a pair of socks is going to be different than this. But are we able to just do this back and forth? Hand-eye coordination. It's important, guys. It's going to be fall prevention. It's going to be a lot of cognitive sharpness that sometimes decreases and we don't really realize it until we're already in that fall state, in those dangers of falling. Good discipline, my guy. Appreciate that. Fasting, yes, indeed. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go, guys. So we got that. Yeah, you got the ball. Now, can you just do one hand? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, my non-dominant hand isn't as smooth. 9, 10. Okay, now can we just 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you got options, guys. You got options. We could even just start drops, okay? Just dropping it, catching it, dropping it, catching it. Get those superhero reflexes. Here we go. Superhero reflexes. Here we go. And of course, do it with something that is shatterproof. Ooh, I barely caught that one. Something that's definitely shatterproof and something that's not going to hurt your toe if you happen to not make your catch. But you have options, guys. You have options. Yesterday, that workout was low impact in theory, but I'm definitely still feeling it. There we go. Do you plan to go MMA? No, I trained and taught that for a while, but no. I did that in football one time and threw it too hard and it hit the coffee cup out of my head coach's hand. He was mad. Yeah, for sure, man. You got to be careful. So throwing a ball is like throwing a punch, which is why you look before you do that. So if when we go through our 10 punch combo, before we throw this punch over here, we should be looking because you don't want to end up splatting grandma or one of the neighbors who came to help you because you're just wildly throwing punches. Same thing with throwing balls. Be careful. Be careful. We can also try to go around, try to do a circle, come back and catch it. So we're just trying to be speedy with the hands. So just little things to work on, guys. And we also have the behind the back. I'm not sure if I can do that from seated. I can't get it up over my shoulder. Can't get it up. I got to have that little pop. Every man should learn self-defense. Every person, I believe. I think every person should learn self-defense. And therefore, it becomes an issue of, it's not an issue of relying on weaponry. I think it's an issue of just having the confidence, because a lot of times predators are seeking people out who look weak, sick, old, unconfident, distracted. There's so many things that people will pick out. They will pick out when they see you. This is why they say don't walk with your head down. Don't look like it's a weird thing to say, but don't look like a victim. And I don't really like that, but don't look like you are willing to cower down to somebody. I shouldn't say a victim. But then there's also don't walk out distracted, looking in your bag. Now it's looking at your phone. We used to tell women when you're walking out of the store, stop looking at your purse. But how many people of all genders do we see, both genders, do we see looking at their phones? They're not paying attention. They're not paying attention. Ray, what's going on? I'm feeling fantastic. So, yes, learn to defend yourself, but the first line of defense is your mind. Situational awareness, putting yourself in the best state of mind where I'm not going to go out for gas at 2 in the morning. Unless I absolutely have to, I'm not going out for gas at 2 in the morning. I'm not leaving the house at certain times where that can be an issue. I'm not going to park next to that van at the, in the parking lot or something. Like, put yourself in positions. Yeah, everybody walking around with their necks broken. Absolutely, that poor posture. Guys, if you want to have a future field to get into neck surgery or just chiropractics. People's posture is shot now. But that's what people are going to select out. That's what people are going to like look at. So learn how to defend yourself. Again, we had somebody come in the chat the other day. That's why I carry a strap. None of that kung fu is going to work. Right? Unless you walk around like this all the time. How are you going to know? How are you going to know? And most of the time, people get their pew-pews taken and used on them. Most of the time, people don't react the same way that they think they do. Everybody's a hero until they have to be one. Then it's a different story. So, um, your hands are always with you. Your hands are always with you. Looking like lowercase r's. Absolutely right. Absolutely. Your hands, your feet, your elbows, your knees, your voice, your mind, it's always with you. You don't have to unfasten it from something. It's just part of the reaction. It's just part of the reaction. And I'm not saying what I'm showing you guys is the beat all end all. But what I am saying is it's a step in the right direction to at least say I fought back. I fought back. I'd rather say I fought back and lost rather than I had no idea as how to defend myself. And defense is the word, guys. Self-defense. I'm not talking about fighting. Fighting and self-defense are two different things. You certainly could do sumo, guys. Fighting and self-defense are two different things. Fighting says you are a willing participant in engaging in mutual combat. Self-defense is somebody has breached your personal space and they've assaulted you, assault or battery, into the point where you have now the right to defend yourself. Way different. Lisa, how are you doing? Who is Gene? Who is Gene Phobos? Who is Gene? Gene Wilder? I'm not sure who that is. Ray says exactly. Unless you're a quick draw master. Yep. Good luck using your pew pew against someone who can overpower you. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you're actually in more danger of somebody with a knife. If somebody pulls out a knife, guys, this is why I say condition yourself. Get that stamina in. Be able to run. Be able to run. Major, absolutely. I'm not saying people shouldn't have a right to own them. What I'm saying is it shouldn't be your first thought of this is what I need to go to. If you can't de-escalate a situation to where your thought of lethal force in traffic or something like that, we see way too many shootings. If you can't de-escalate yourself in that, then you shouldn't be owning something. You should be working on your emotional control, your ability to de-escalate. Lisa, have you ever been in a situation where you have to use these defense tools? Yeah, yeah. And the first one that I've used was de-escalation. That's your first one. Yep, use emotional intelligence, not a bullet. Absolutely. Yeah, you win every fight you walk away from. I promise you, you do. Because here's the thing. You might think like winning the fight means physically dominating somebody. But what happens if you lose, let's say, your freedom because of that? Say you're arrested. Now you're talking about losing finances. You might lose your job. There's too many losses. So that is what they call a Pyrrhic victory. You may have won, but the cost of winning that one thing cost you so much more. It was actually a loss. So make sure that you're understanding Pyrrhic victories are not the victories that you want. So yeah, if you can talk your way out of it or just walk away from it. Unless somebody's physically and again, once they've crossed that line, now they're either detaining you or they are touching you. Either way, you have that right to defend yourself at that point. It's not a fight at that point. It's you in self-defense, no matter what happens. So make it quick and be done with it. I always told my students 5 strikes, 3 seconds. Go straight to the eye. Think of it going to the doctor. Eyes, ears, nose, and throat. If you can be a doctor in that moment, eyes, ears, nose, and throat, be that doctor. Hit those 5 spots, those 4 spots in 3 seconds or less. Eyes, ears, nose, and throat. Give them a reason to not want to continue. But if you're talking about if I actually had to physically, yes. But a lot of times, most of the time, no. I've been more fortunate when it came to that. Good question. Good question. Major, how are you doing today? Oh. This day is incredible, folks. This day is absolutely incredible. Yeah, emotional intelligence will get you so much further every time. Ooh, we are one away from 50. Does somebody have that 50th like in their pocket? Who's got the 50th like in their pocket? And we got the push-ups in. Doing well. Farm day for sure. Planning as fast as I can. Okay. BBLC's 50. I see 49, but that's not uncommon. That is not uncommon at all. That sometimes the count is off. Screesy's 50. Fantastic. I haven't been doing the count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We got 50. Nice. And we got what we came for. Being able to spend time together, hang out, and get some amazing stretching in. We got the 100 push-ups, and everything else we took easy. We didn't have to get into the walking, the running, the jogging. No burpees, none of that. Indeed, fantastic morning, guys. Commodores, easy like Sunday morning. That's all we're looking for. Easy like Sunday morning. So we're gonna get up out of here. We've been out here for 90 minutes. We got the 50, we got the 100, we got the stretching. So I don't think we need much more, but we will look to be back at it this evening. Eduardo, the other day I was sitting down, some guy passed through, told me, passed through and bumped into my shoulder with some force, didn't apologize or nothing. That pissed me off. Those situations are tricky. Eh, you know, it is what it is. It happens, and should they apologize? Yeah. But again, guys, you have that belt. Polish up that belt. It should be shiny, and it is your power. Don't give your power away by allowing yourself to be triggered into that. Yeah, is it one of those things? But wouldn't be the worst. Wouldn't be the worst. David says, "Oh, David Duke. Oh, nice name. Nice to see Ricky Williams is alive and well." All right. Well, David Duke, good to see you. Good to see you. Here we go, guys. Yeah, Eduardo, don't let somebody like that get to you. Don't let that get to you. Now, if they're even name calling is a tricky thing as well because certainly you shouldn't be talked to like that. And nobody wants to be disrespected. But again, we teach our kids that very thing when they're young. Sticks and stones may break my bones. Names, they're just words. So we have to stick to those same principles that we're teaching. Otherwise, we're a little hypocritical when it comes to that. Otherwise, we're a little hypocritical. So you're good. You're good you're in your right to feel a certain way about it. We certainly have. David, some jerk called me boy. Yeah, there you go. There you go. How'd you feel about that, David? Choosing your battles wisely always helps. Again, guys, you win every fight you walk away from. A battle really better be at your doorstep and something that you really thought that I could have walked away from that and they didn't let you. Absolutely. Yeah, David, how did you feel about being called boy? Didn't bother me? Yeah, there you go. And sometimes maybe you've heard it enough times, or you just know, like, consider the source. Sometimes it's considering the source. Why am I getting angry over what a stranger has to say? It just is what it is. It just is what it is. And like I tell my kids, if they're not saying anything that's true, certainly don't let it bother you. I wouldn't let it bother me if somebody told me that oranges were purple. I'd be like, no, they're not. And I would just move on with my day. There's no point in arguing. So if somebody comes in and says something that's not true that you know to be, don't give them that leverage. Don't give it to them because what they're doing is trying to get that out of you. And you don't need that. Life is too short. That was a bar. Thank you, Ray. We have many bars here. It rhymed. Did it? I didn't even realize it. I didn't even. I don't even know what I said. I know we were talking, but yeah, just don't let it get to you, folks. Ray is on point with the bars. Well, David, you're always welcome to hit the subscribe. All we ask people is that they respect themselves enough to respect other people in the chat. We don't do aggressive talk. We don't do the name calling. To your point, we don't do the political, the ethnicity. We don't do the sexual orientation. We don't do worship, nationality. All those divides are already created in the world for us. We want a place where we can come and just enjoy ourselves. So if you're still here, David, you're more than welcome to join. That's what we are. We are here for, and we are able to enjoy each other's company. Absolutely, best chat ever. I would agree. I might be a little biased, but I still think we got an amazing shot at best chat ever. All right, my favorite place on YouTube. Ah, thank you so much. Um, I am. Just amazed every day at the growth and the amount of amazing people we have here. Only justify self-defense if they physically attack you. Yep, yep. Unless somebody touches you, unless they put their hands on you, yeah, throwing a punch first or something like that just for curiosity. I would not throw the first punch, but I would also not just let them land the first punch either. I would be very. We have instincts that are survival instincts. We know, and we can read, a temperature. So unless somebody comes out of the bushes and just does that, but if you are having words with somebody and you can see it, you can see how their temperament is starting to shorten. You can see how their adrenaline is starting to rise. You might tell yourself, okay, I should keep a distance from them, and if they absolutely try to swing, then be careful. So even when somebody's swinging, I would try to give as many options as possible. Hey man, don't do it. Don't do it. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Show them that you got nothing. And it's a twofold. And I used to tell my kids this. Keep your hands up, because if you have to swing, or they swing first, now you have hands ready to catch or to retaliate. So if your hands are here and they throw that punch, you have the ability to parry it down and bop them right on the nose. You have that ability. So here, pop, right there. You have that ability, or just be able to slap the hands down. So once that happens, now you know that this is taken to a different level. And if there's any witnesses or anybody else, you can always say, hey, they swung first. You don't want to be the first person to swing. Get some mace, everyone, and a gun. No, don't get some mace and a gun. You get those taken from you. Learn to defend yourself first. Learn from within first. I've seen people mace themselves. I've seen people mace their friends. I've seen people get shot that weren't the target. So if you're gonna get those things, certainly, but I would put that way down the line. I would put that way down the line, as opposed to just getting those, because people in the moment, they will make some grievous errors, and you don't want that to be life changing. That wouldn't be the first place I would recommend. Train yourself, mind, body, and soul in self defense. I'm not saying Tashana's absolutely wrong, but make sure you have other things to get yourself safely home every day. Ray says, "Yep, a lot of people can't handle their tools properly." Yep, absolutely. And you guys also, well, most of you probably saw Juice. What happened the second Bishop got that gun? What happened? He went crazy, especially a gun. So many terrible shots. Yep, terrible shots, and they use it, and they don't use it the way that they should. You saw there was the story about the guy he was shooting at people for having their music too loud. Uh, Cosmot, is that how you pronounce it? Kamzat? I'm not sure. Will beat you up. Okay, I'm sure a lot of people can. But the problem is, I'm not going to fight back unless somebody's trying to like physically hurt me. An MMA fighter come in, okay, fine, whatever. but he's got more to lose than I do. So why would he do that? So you're picking, like, it's weird. You're picking the top, one of the top fighters in the world, picking one of the top fighters in the world. They would beat up almost 98% of the people on the planet, if not more than 98. Yeah, no fight needed. It's weird how people say that, but Major, you notice that they're not the ones saying I would beat you up. They're co-signing. They're using somebody else to do their work for them. One time I punched a guy, did a bunch of punch. Actually, as a kid, didn't hurt him back, and because he was shouting down the water. He was shutting down the water or shouting down the water every time I tried to drink it, laughing in my face. Yeah, come on. Yeah, don't let that. I was emotional response as a kid. Yep, you are grown now. You are grown now, so we don't need that. We don't need that. And when I say that, I'm not looking for a fight by saying that they are, using MMA fighters, but it's just interesting how they'll bring somebody in. John Jones will beat you up. Well, I would hope so. I would hope so. If I can beat up John Jones or these MMA fighters, I shouldn't be at this grassy field. I should be on a mat somewhere, training hard to defend a belt. So that's they're only speaking the obvious. If they do MMA or any martial art, the likelihood of them street fighting diminishes severely. They all know better. Absolutely. And when I was teaching, we had this. We had this issue go on. We had a student that got into a fight, and she just walloped this girl because she used everything she knew in class. We had an investigation come to our dojo. So I always taught my kids, think before you act, because to your point, Ray, you are highly responsible. A true warrior is not looking for battle. Absolutely, Major. Absolutely. It's the mark of insecurity when people are out looking for fights. They're trying to prove something to somebody, and it's not working. That's the sad part. Yep, guys, do not be out here looking for fights. You will find the one that you don't want. And sometimes it's not the physical fight. Sometimes it's going to be the fight for your freedom. Sometimes it's going to be the fight in the judicial system. It's going to be a fight with your finances. It's going to be a fight with your job. Fight with your self-respect. There's going to be a lot of places where you are going to have failed, and it's the fight that you weren't expecting, all because of one punch. A true one knows the damage of it. Yes, indeed. Yep, absolutely. There's too many fights that are associated with that, and it might be your fight for your health. Might be a fight for your life. When I was 18, I started to take Taekwondo. Those first couple of belts I achieved, I was overconfident and definitely was sometimes looking for people to test me. Yeah, absolutely, Pima. Because we get excited, we start to feel a swell of pride, but the humility hasn't matched it yet. And that's why I think in dojos a lot you should be just you should be pitted against some of the more experienced people immediately. So if you're a white belt, you should be going against orange belts. That way they see, like, you can show them levels and they can explain to you, hey, this is what you could do to somebody else. So be very mindful of what you are doing. That's a great example. Thank you so much for that, Pima Boy. Welcome in as well. And upon that discovery, the earning of your belt begins. Yes. Yes. That's what it's about, guys. Earn it one step at a time and one lesson at a time. And sometimes let it be a very humiliating lesson that you've been throttled very easily by somebody with much more experience. That's how you know. And then I hope that teacher who throttles that student will tell them, the way what I just did to you, you have the ability to do to somebody out in the street. Don't take it for granted, and do not do that to somebody else. Not unless it is absolutely imperative. Indeed. Yes, indeed, Major. Yes, indeed. So protect yourselves, guys. Walk away. You win every fight you walk away from. And remember, when you walk away from that belt that you have every day that we polish up that has our name on it because we're world champions at being ourselves, you didn't give it away to somebody by letting them drag you out of what you should know to be your self-control. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you were walking your dog and it started barking at another dog, you wouldn't just let it off the leash because you have control over something that could go wrong. Do the same thing with yourself. Keep yourself on that leash. Keep yourself in check. Eduardo, I never experienced getting a punch in the face, but I got a soccer ball in my face with a full force. It doesn't feel good. Punch must be worse. I think the reason the punch is worse is because the intent. The intent. And sometimes a punch can certainly follow up with more than one punch, whereas the soccer ball or football or whatever is usually just once in the face. Pima Boy, being 34, now I no longer act that way. There we go. You can call me all the names you want. Yep, exactly, exactly. A punk, a wimp, whatever it is. That guys, even I laugh now, even when people get down to trying to take the racial route, dropping certain terms and things like that. I laugh. That's the best you got. That's the best. Is that it? Welcome, welcome. You've just ding, 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 ding. Welcome to the 1 billionth time I've heard that. So yeah, guys, don't let people drag you out by, well, they disrespected me. They said words. That's what they did. They said words. It means nothing, guys. It means nothing. Get home safe to your families, and or just get home safely. No, it can't be original at all. And my thing is, some of the times it's people that I knew, and they still resorted to that name. And I'm like, okay, if you're so mad at me, you couldn't have called me like a body part. You couldn't have called me like something else. Like that would have been more personal. You went to a whole different space, which lets me know what was always in the back of your attic. You let me know what was always in that trunk in the back corner of your attic. There was something you had locked away, and now I get to just walk away freely. Now I'm not going to fight you about it. Now I don't even want my hands dirty with you. Yep, you know what I'm talking about, Ray. Once they expose who they are, that is your cue to absolutely cut them off, and that's going to hurt way worse than any beatdown. Yep. Thanks for telling me how you really feel. Absolutely. Laughing at a confrontation, knowing you have the skills to stop and approach is way more satisfying. It is. Absolutely. It is. Guys, you have so much more power. So much. It does. It burns them up. Guys, and I don't say this as a tactic of manipulation. You are just controlling the narrative. But this happens. I've done the same thing with coworkers. I've done this in my relationships. Do not give them what they're looking for. People out in the street. One of the best stories my daughter, my eldest, ever told me is I accidentally cut this guy off, and he pulled up and he was just screaming out his window at me. I rolled down the window. I said, "I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I'm out here living my life." Rolled up the window and we just turned. And it stuck with her for years because what it was a level of self control. Could I have matched his energy? Absolutely. But will I? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Mike, what's going on? We have all sorts of we have all sorts of solutions. Yeah, right. And guys, this is where if you're not familiar with the game of chess, please look into it. Think of this about like being chess. You are moves ahead of people. And I always say most of our lives are wash, rinse, repeat. We're not coming across something or a demographic of the population or something in our lives that is so outside what we've been doing the last month, year, 2 years, 10 years. So you have the ability to think, what do I want to say if somebody is screaming at me in traffic? What do I want to say if that coworker is still complaining to me or about me? What do I want to say if my significant other is still doing these things? What do I want to say if my children, like, you have the time when you're by yourself to really be thinking and strategizing about what is my response going to be, and give yourself at least 4 to 5 different responses. This is the same way when I did some voiceover work. If you came in and they had you reading a script, they would say, like Major says, my dad used to say, if you slapped everyone who deserved it, your arms would be exhausted. Absolutely. So if you have the ability to do 5 different voices on a voiceover, you have the ability to have 5 different resolutions to each person's one. Out ratio them 1 to 5. Just pray. That doesn't always work. Pray for, because not everybody worships, And also, prayer can be seen as a wish. If you wish something, that means you want it. Now work for it. And I'm not disavowing anybody's beliefs. Here we go. Your dad's a wise man, Major. Absolutely. Pima Boy, since starting BJJ, I've come to realize and notice how easy it was to dismantle, paralyze individual, yep, from limb to limb and choke them. Yes, choke them useless. It is scary. And it's scary to think how many unhinged people are learning that same thing without understanding those lessons. Eduardo, some people seem to be looking for confrontation. Yes, they are. Yeah, they are. Absolutely. Absolutely, they are. There are many people out in the world. They want those problems. Guys, don't be their reason. Don't be their reason. Hopefully, you can be the reason that they learn something a little better about themselves and don't bother the next person. Sometimes we can be the ambassador. ASMR, Jesus died for you. Jesus also died for you not to do that, not for you to be a complete clown about his death. There we go. Jesus didn't die for you to jump onto that. Scree, thank you for catching the body on this holiest of Sundays. Scree catching the body, absolutely. I find everyone is an MMA fighter these days. Yeah, remember when everybody was wearing the Affliction T-shirts, and just like everybody was a biker when everybody was wearing the West Coast Chopper shirts. It was laughable. I'd see guys hopping in Yugos with a West Coast Chopper shirt on. That's cool, but stop faking the funk. That's okay if you don't have chopper money or if you're not a chopper. That's okay. Scree giving last rites, absolutely. Or American Fighter brand, absolutely. Guys, the mods don't play. Those are the real ones. Those are the real ones. We got the mods in the house. Absolutely. Well, I think we got it, guys. I think we've talked. We've got our lessons in. I'm going to throw this back on, throw on my hat. I don't even know if it'll fit over this. Oh, there we go. Future, day is beautiful. Day is beautiful. How was your day? How was your day going? We're having a fantastic day. Last rites, absolutely, guys. Absolutely. I've been driving for over 44 years. When I had someone act crazy, I just go the other direction. I don't want the trouble, and the trouble does not follow me. That is smart. That's it. The Lord is our Lord, Major. Yes, indeed. Here we go. All right, guys. Well, let's game plan for maybe 5:30 p.m. if that sounds like a plan. And we're going to get up out of here so we can go and enjoy our day. So in the meantime, I hope this finds everybody in your place. Pursuit of beginnings of total health, mind, body, soul. Please keep in mind that your health and fitness are not the same. But if you work hard, you can have that happiness, longevity, that peace, that prosperity, that you can help other people navigate their lives as well. So like we like to say, HWPO, that means hard work pays off. And this is it's not just me, it's not he, it's not she, it is we, because you put that you in unity, and we all put that unity in the worldwide community. And this is the Impact Athletics Association. So guys, please give it up for the mods, the members, the subscribers, the new viewers, and let's hope those trolls get their lives together. All of that is the reason I like to call this the best job in the world. And it is not lost on me that your time, the fact you've almost spent 2 hours out here today, has been spent with us. So thank you so much, guys, to your families. Oh, they're glitching us. Much love to your families, because they too are part of the Impact Athletics Association worldwide community. And you already know that I don't have a song to end the Impact show. I don't have a song. So this is how it goes. Guys, when you're out there in the world and somebody comes up, try to be coy, and then you won't catch a body like Scree did Danny Boy. So I don't have a song to end the Impact show. I don't have a song, and this is how it goes. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. Wow, 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 wow. Jason, good to see you. Pima, thanks for being here. Mike, Ray, Scree, Major, Guys, much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And let's see if we can meet up a little bit later, shall we? Ow. Do 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 do.